So we've graduated to a bigger bottle.
To a bigger bottle, and we're still on the California purchases.
Yeah, we're on the California purchases.
Train.
Just not, the California train. Choo-choo. We are no longer at a brewery from California.
That's correct.
We are now, we've moved all the way to Kansas City.
Kansas City.
What?
Kansas City, here we come.
They make beer in Kansas City? I hear they have some crazy little women there.
Yes, and I'm going to get me one.
Good. Song reference. Most people are probably too young to know that.
Probably, but if you're not, let us know.
Yeah, if you're not, let us know. So yeah, we've, but this is a brewery I have never heard of. Almost would have passed by it based on the label, if not for a little something in my brain say, give that one a second look. So that's what we've got for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And thanks to Andrew's beer intuition, we have a beer here from Boulevard Brewing Company out of Kansas City, Missouri. This is their Saison Brett 2014. And
it's part of their Smokestack series, which is kind of their experimental. They'll try things, make things a little bigger, stronger, faster, all that kind of stuff. Doing things in the odd, funky critter range with this Brett here. And it was funny because I walked by it going through the Bevmo while I was in La Jolla, and the label kind of stood out because it looked literally like someone had just handwritten it on there. And I was like, is this some like super local brewery that they happen to get in here? And I'm like, and I kind of looking for other things, didn't see anything. I came back to it. I'm like, all right, well, let me look at this. And I'm like, oh, okay, I think I've heard of Boulevard. I'm like, all right. So I'm kind of, playing around, and I'm like, well, this is a little pricey. It was around $23, something like that, a little on the pricier side. But at the same time, in doing just a little bit of snooping on the internet, it seemed like people like it. Okay. Like it quite a bit. So I said, well, I'm not turning that down. And that actually fits in well with, we've had a lot of things involving Brett and critters, sours and everything lately.
And things we can't get in Arizona.
Yeah, and this is another thing I've never seen. Have you ever seen anything from Boulevard?
I have not. I have heard of them. There was a article in Imbibe several years back, and I think it featured some Kansas City breweries. Okay. And so that's where I have heard of them. But
yeah, and if you go to their website, which we'll have a link to at AboutBeverages.com, they do a ton of different beers. There was a lot in this series, and they have several other series of beers that are like that, where it's just, I don't know, a lot of cool stuff.
I liked Long Strange Triple.
Yeah, that's a great name.
That was a great name.
Triple. So I've had this aging for a little bit. They actually are big on the side that if you want even more of the Brett character, kind of like we found out with the Almanac beers that we did, that if you let them age longer, more of that's going to come out. More of that kind of a little bit of funk. Hey!
And this reminded us of the beer that we had when we did our podcasting down at Tap and Bottle. We had a Saison Bretta from Logsdon, actually.
That's right.
So it made us think of that. Is there a brew date on this one? It's 2014, but we're hearing some carbonation being released.
I was smart enough to go. This one also actually seems like it had a good amount in there.
Under Pressure.
What you've done to me.
Doom, 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 doom. I was going with Queen and David Bowie.
Yeah. Under pressure. I always think he says, what you've done for me. I don't know. That's what I always sing. Not right.
I think it's Crashing Down on Me.
Oh, I thought it says, what have you done for me? Crashing like, what have you done for me lately?
On me. That's Janet Jackson.
Wow. Wait, what? She has a song that's Under Pressure. What have you done for me?
No, what have you done for me lately?
I don't know that song.
It's from 1986.
I wasn't even born. No, I was.
You were born.
That's before my time.
It's not before
your time. I hate it when people say that. Yeah. You don't know anything before you were ever
from before born?
The year. This was a country before 1975, 76.
I wasn't born then.
I know.
I didn't realize.
That's so ridiculous.
How could I have known this?
Wow, there's a lot of carbonation.
Holy mackerel. Carbonation. It's under pressure.
Yeah, I'm really going to tilt this. Man.
Hey, we got to talk about studying for the certified beer server test. Whether we want to invest in that.
I should have poured this better if I was ready for that test.
Well, how could you have known with this? This is we can analyze the color and stuff though while it's here. Yeah. Mine has a lot of head.
Yeah. Well, there is a ton of carbonation. I mean, that's like champagne kind of carbonation.
Yeah, but the bubbles are real big though. They're not. I mean, or at least the bubbles in the head are really big. But there's a lot of carbonation down there. I would agree. A lot of carbonation, cloudy,
very yellow,
cloudy,
kind of sunshine yellow.
Actually, it's not too cloudy actually. I thought it was, but
yeah.
it's slightly
It has a
cloudy,
light
but not
haze
too
to
much.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's almost like crayon yellow. Like if you brought out like Sunshine Crayon Yellow or something like that.
And I think Crayola is coming out with their new color. It's
called
Saison Bretta Yellow.
Saison Bretta
Saison
Yellow. Yeah, wow.
We may need to do a little either talking about something interesting or, magic of podcasting while my head dies down.
Well, we can probably get some aroma out here.
So this has got some sort of floral character in there, which is nice, but also a little light fruit and some funk.
Yeah. There's almost a little bit of like soapy quality in there too.
Well, that could be the
like
it could be some
when you're talking about the lavender, and things
lavender,
like that.
yeah.
Like that's kind of what it reminds me of, like a soap.
Definitely get that tight effervescence.
Wow,
I got that.
That is like super strong carbonation. I mean, that's almost like soda carbonation. It's that strong. Like it's that kind of really dancing,
That's really light.
Yeah, it's really light.
And at least right now, I'm getting the Brett.
I get the Brett in there too. A little light, the Brett, and then a little bit of some of that herbal quality I get kind of on the finish. But
yeah.
other than that, that's about it. It's kind of light.
And, well, you know what? I think what's really, at least right now, kind of just deadening my tongue is the carbonation.
Yeah,
At
it's really
the
strong.
front, it's really hitting the front of my tongue and just sort of like taking it out.
You don't have anything left in yours. See if I can get some more in your glass.
More foam?
Yeah.
No. I got some in there. It's really definitely it's herbaceous on the nose
Yeah.
to me.
Pleasantly
With the-
herbaceous.
yeah,
Like, it's
pleasantly
not
herbaceous.
overwhelming.
Yeah. And it's but then there's some of the Brett. That is extremely carbonated.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that's necessarily overall bad. It's
No,
not
it's
hitting
bad.
me right tonight.
No, it's not good. No,
it's not hitting me right tonight.
No, it's not good. Like it's way too much carbonate. I don't know if it's could have been the way I had it sitting. I don't think that should make that much. But
no, once it's all
possible.
settled down, it should.
That's
be.
possible. We've had it sitting out for a little bit, but yeah, that's like way too much carbonation.
It just
that.
makes
That's- like I
it's
said,
like you're swallowing too much air.
Yeah, I literally was trying to let it sit kind of in my mouth a little bit to kind of let some of that dissipate. Yeah, that's just like really strong. And then, you can just see it. It's very much, it's fast moving and just.
And there are some beers brewed like that. I mean, the Unibroch, that does the Trader Joe's vintage ale, that has a very tight carbonation and a
I
lot
don't
of that
have
beer.
to drink those.
No, you don't. You don't have to.
I don't know if I want to drink.
No,
this
I'm
one
just saying
anymore
there are. Wow.
I don't like. I don't.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
after everything else we've had, like this was really kind of a letdown, a little bit. And maybe I'm just not in the mood for this one right now. But yeah, the carbonation to me is really what's. I'm gonna let this one sit. Like I said, I'll probably
And let's revisit.
I'll probably cap it. Maybe have some tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, that's just.
We'll revisit as it calms down, maybe. But now I know you saw this, captured your attention, and then you did a little research, and it got a lot of great reviews.
Yeah,
So that's why you picked it.
I did. I'm let down. I can't trust anyone. No,
we can
I don't
try.
know. I mean,
maybe we just aren't
maybe
familiar enough with this style.
Maybe I'm just not in the mood for it, or like those things can always happen. Like I said, but for some reason, the carbonation to me, and like I said, you always can get a bad bottle. I mean, I'm
right.
You've worked in manufacturing with coffee. I
Right.
still work there. Like I said, so
Right.
you know what it's like when you're, there can always be a bad something in a batch, or something can
Right.
happen because of so many. So. Giving it up to that, there was something in here that there, at least for my palate, unless people are normally expecting this of Saison, and I love Saisons, I have tons of them. There's just a lot of carbonation here,
Yeah.
and it's almost so much that I can't enjoy the little bit of funk that's in there, which is nice, and the little bit of some of the other things that are I think could be refreshing, and I would like to drink, but I cannot get past the carbonation, and that's kind of what I have to say.
Well, like I said, we had that Logsdon Saison Bretta, the same style. And that was really good. I
Right.
remember that having those Saison qualities and then the funk at the end, and we were like, ooh, that's that, and that was really good. This, to me, And even some of the reviews you said mentioned this, but they were okay with it. To me, there's too much carbonation.
Yeah.
It's if you hold it in your mouth even for like a second, it's just like all of a sudden becomes like you have a mouthful of air, and then you're swallowing that air. And to me, that's not very comfortable. There are some nice overall, or some interesting flavor components in there, but with all of that carbonation and just the way they go together, that is not what I'm looking for in a beer. Once again, if you tell me, hey, guys, that's indicative of ABC style of Saison Bretta, then I'm going to say, okay, that's not
that's
not
great
my favorite.
to know, because
and that
then
is
I'll
great
just
to
know
know
not to look for it anymore.
Yeah, but we've had it. But then my problem would be, well, we've had a Saison Bretta
Right.
that we liked.
Yeah.
So
and that's kind of what I was hoping
yeah.
for, and seeing the reviews, and a lot, some of the people, like, as you're going through, a lot of them aged this beer a little more.
Yeah.
Which will make the Brett come through a little more. So maybe that would help to
well,
settle
you
down the
could pump
carbonation.
it. Go ahead and you have a wine topper.
I
you can
do.
pump
Like,
it.
and this one, like,
And,
so that might settle those things down a little bit. This is the 2014 version of this, so maybe it's a little bit younger.
Maybe it's too young.
And those are all things are possible. Like I said, so right now, if you have one of these, haven't opened it yet, I would say hold on to it.
Personally,
and let it sit,
I would
'cause
agree with that.
Yeah, and let it sit and see what happens to it. Search out some other reviews and things like that, and see what you think. Or if you've had this, maybe you know exactly what we're talking about right away and where we may have gone askew, or if we're actually in a little bit of the ballpark with how new this is. Let us know that too, because we want to learn.
Yeah, we know we don't know everything. We are always willing to learn.
We are always willing to learn, and where you can hopefully learn about things that we have really enjoyed in the past is at AboutBeverages.com.
Or things that we haven't enjoyed that we know a lot about.
That we know we are correct, that we know that you shouldn't have them. All those things. Head on over to the website, or even you can go to YouTube as well and subscribe to us there. Watch a lot of we've got over a couple hundred videos there of things that we have done in the past. Different beers, wines, spirits. We've tried a whole ton of different things, so definitely check that out. And if you do like what you're seeing here, leave a comment. If you get us on iTunes, give us a review there as well. We like to hear some feedback.
We appreciate that.
But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot,
or age it before you give it a shot.
Yeah, give it an aged shot.
Give it an aged shot.
Yes.